like and subscribe. What will never not be funny? Trying to hold in your laughs when you are not supposed to be laughing your friends. Edit. I did not expect this to get any upvotes. What for vertical bar, thank you. The Australian bloke getting arrested saying what's the charge sir, enjoying a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. Accidentally walking in on my dad, my uncle and my grandma smoking a joint of my grandma's medical marijuana as a turno vertical bar, my grandma saying are you in, or are you out? Mostly asking if I was going to keep the secret from my aunt. D. Not knowing any of them smoked weed, and saying yes, because how often does that opportunity occur all at once? I take a couple hits and we go to dinner, hot dogs and macaroni. We all keep our cool, probably too silently eating our food, and I look over as I am trying to suction off that inevitable first bite of bread bun from the roof of my mouth, and I lock eyes with my tiny little grandma doing the same thing. And the seal of silence broke, and we laughed so hard, despite trying to hold back vertical bar. My uncle and dad covered their plates as we burst out laughing, mouths full. My aunt in utter confusion and sudden realization all at once. D. Just shaking her head, while we tried to control ourselves to no end. Best memory ever, still makes me laugh. D. It is the small things in life, there is nothing bigger. When my dog is laying in bed, completely asleep, and scares itself by farting, jumping up and running out of the room. As much as I hate being woken up in the middle of the night, this makes me laugh every time. When the bug flew in that reporter's mouth in that country town. A few years ago some friends and I went to the beach together. As we were packing up, one of the guys crouched down and exposed a considerable quantity of butt crack. His girlfriend fiancée was kneeling right behind him with a handful of sand. She saw his exposed crack, looked down at the handful of sand, looked up at me, back to the sand, back to the crack, and then just casually slid it down his pants. He didn't react. So, she grabbed another handful of sand, and slid that in as well. Still no reaction. Got about 5 handfuls of sand in there, before he finally noticed. It may not be that funny to read, but just watching the casual mental cogs clicking into place of, I'm gonna put this sand in his, but kills me every time I think about it. Am I pregnant? The police asking a blind man if he had seen the suspect. Was waiting for the bus with a friend to go to a party back when I was a teen. Had a beer while waiting, and see a police car drive by and then stop. We both quickly throw the beers in a trash can, while the police car turn and come towards us. The officer rolls down the window and we prepare to get warning or fined. But instead he asks us if we have seen a cow. Apparently there was a cow on the loose somewhere in the city. Granted I'm terrible at telling stories, but it was, and still is funny 15 to 20 years later. The theater episode of the It Crowd. *I''M disabled. Whose line is it anyway? I'm not a fan of stand-up comedy, but those guys make me cry laughing. Like, I have to press pause and get my together. Edit. Yes, I know it's improv and not stand-up. 1,000 pardons to the ones who chose to drop pedantry bombs on me. I will be more clear, I'm not a fan of what passes for comedy these days. Of any flavor. They're better. Animals seeing their reflection into a mirror and not recognizing it. Nice, Ron. The Wicked Witch of the East Bro. Fenton. Oh Jesus Christ. Video gets me every time. Aaron. D nice. The Leprechaun in Alabama news segment from like 20 years ago. That interview with a kid who says, I like turtles. Irish family versus. But https://yow2. b/nfrutskagtfu. Gets me every time. Scene lock. R.I.P. On 8/10 Cats does countdown eating a tub of whelks as the show goes on. And anything with him and Miles jump. Edit. This is now my highest upvoted comment. Thanks everyone, but if you're giving awards to me, please make sure they're free. There are better things to put money towards. Scene died of lung cancer, so maybe a cancer charity? Best wishes everyone. Stay safe. Monty Python Bigus. S. You cheated. When I specifically asked you not to. Troy McClure. Every single line was hilarious. The Chappelle Show Rick James skit. Airplane. And the Naked Gun. Edit or edits. Many thanks for the award or awards, kind stranger or strangers. Glad so many have as many great memories of these films as I do, my best being the time I saw them as a double feature at Ret Cinema in a tour back in my uni days. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu. It's Clefairy. F-U-U-C-K. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. People slipping and falling down, but not seriously hurt. John Cena telling a blind kid you cannot see me. Blazing Saddles. That scene in Ace Ventura, when nature calls, when Hela's trying to escape out of the mechanical rhino. The two-scene Rock and John Richardson's Carrot in a Box videos. Video 1, https://yow2. b/0ugupvrsg3e. Video 2, https://yow2. b/bp04cell. Edit. Thanks for the awards, peeps. Writing K to a very long and heartfelt message. I know that a lot of people want to catch them all, but my job is a much bigger challenge. It is my goal to masturbate to all 898 Pokemon, plain and simple. I usually try to do it twice a day, regardless of the difficulties. At the end, I always win. I go on places like DeviantArt, Rule 34, and, occasionally E621, in order to achieve this massive goal, and when I finally do, I will become a Pokemon Master. Sometimes, it is easy. I can come in 5 minutes looking at Gardevoir or Lopunny. Sometimes I come across major challenges that I have to overcome, in the case of Garbodor and Magikarp especially. I have to imagine the wet sloppy fish mouth sucking on my without thinking about the actual fish itself. It is very hard, but the satisfaction you get when you achieve victory is immense. Not only do you get the generally pleasurable feeling from ejaculation, but you also know that you overcame an obstacle few men had dared to try. I have a total of 347 successful ejaculations total, but it only gets harder as I move on. When I see a superior, for instance, I have to think to myself, in what way can I imagine this creature in order to get off to it? It is a puzzle for sure, considering I do not have a thing for most of these creatures, making it extremely entertaining and interesting for others to watch. I try to focus in on its somewhat beautiful face, and think about that more than the yards of snake behind it. I sometimes have issues with Pokemon like Machamp, who appear extremely male. But I always find a way. There has been no hurdle too steep for me. I want to be the very best. Anything lower does not cut it. And that is why I'm beating off to pictures of Lucario on the internet. Mop. The noise made by the little girl Hora's dog made her face plant after she told it to go. Wait, lol, are you talking about go? Voila. https://yow2. b/wjq4jwsqnd8. My father's tombstone says butthead not my doing, and he would not be okay with that. The Og Looney Tunes. Seagulls stop it now, a bad lip reading of The Empire Strikes Back. My brother toot charting repeatedly while hiccuping. Yep. We stopped at a rest stop, Hoss bathroom was locked. He had to go. Then the hiccups came. Rode home wearing my dad's t-shirt as pants. His new girlfriend's love, that one on holidays. farts. Yardsard. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.